How are we, Reach families? Are we doing well? Wow. Isn't it great to be back? And how wonderful we could actually get here without all the trains that we had last year. But we'll forget that for the moment, for those of you who are there. So a very warm welcome. It's great to see you. And really a heartfelt thanks to every single one of you for coming along today. It really is an extraordinary time for us all to get together, reach families together, and to celebrate. And we actually have 400 families watching today. Isn't that brilliant? Yeah, that deserves a round of applause, I think. Not only do we have families here, and I know there's people coming in because the creche is still taking people in there and everything, so they'll be all joining us in due course, but we also have a huge amount of people watching at home. They are watching right now. They can't probably see you, but they can hear you if you make tons of noise to welcome everybody who's at home. Lovely to see you all. And we're joined today by so many different people. Obviously, our Reach families, this weekend is all about you, making sure that you get tremendous value throughout your weekend. But we've also got lots of volunteers, we've got branch coordinators, we've got a whole team just to make sure that this is a fabulous weekend, to make sure that everyone feels very much a part of this Reach family. Now, we've got a packed weekend, lots of things happening, and we are going to be meeting new families, and we're going to be rekindling old friendships as well. And actually last night in the bar, I saw some of you made a really good start at that. Some of you till the wee hours of the morning, but that's fine. It's good. And it's wonderful to see you all here, and what I particularly like is to see so many familiar faces and smiling faces at this time of the morning. Although I have to say, this time last year at the conference, there was somebody who sat in the front row all the way through, arms folded, didn't smile once. Anyway, Gary, it's lovely to see you back again. Thank you so much for coming. You're welcome. It's Gary Phillips, that's fine, he can take it. So, a few housekeeping things for you as well. And to start off with, the question I get asked as the MC every time is, where are the toilets? That's always the first question. It's either the toilets or the food, one or the other. The gents is literally just straight opposite the entrance to here, and the ladies, you're a little bit further along, right by the bar, rather conveniently. So you can pretend you're going to the loo and still pick up a drink while you're there as well. Your children have been taken care of. You can relax. If there are any issues with the children, they need any help or they need their parents or something, I will be notified. I will let you know, don't worry. So you can just relax, enjoy the day, and soak up the inspiration you're going to hear, soak up the amazing information, and also soak up this wonderful atmosphere that we're going to have throughout the day as well. So we are going to be live streaming today, throughout the day, and we will be taking photos. They might appear in social media. So if you've told your boss that you're at a conference this weekend, and you don't want to be seen, or you're with somebody else's family, anyway, whatever it might be, if you're not supposed to be here, then maybe duck. You know, just hide from the cameras and you'll be absolutely fine. Now, we've got a few things. Your phones, please keep your phones on, but keep the volume down if you don't mind. Please take loads and loads of pictures. We'd love to see them, and we upload them on social media. In fact, we're going to have a social wall, which I'll reveal later, and we're going to put all your comments on the wall behind me at different stages in the day so you can see what those different comments are. So please do make sure you use the hashtag, which is ReachAFW24, and also ReachCharity1, that's the @, so you tag Reach in as well, so they can tell everybody what's going on, and especially to make all of those at home feel really, really welcome. Now, what about our set? Isn't this spectacular? Isn't it lovely? Big thank you to James over here in the corner, and Nick and all the team. Give them a big round of applause, say hello. Thank you very much. We're very grateful that James has brought his own TV with him. That's nice. He's got a nice big flat where he can have that. Can you imagine this in your house? Wouldn't that be great? Just incredible. We're also going to have another wall as well, a contributors wall, which is just outside here. They're calling it kind of like, I think, the collaborative corridor. And basically the team at Reach would love to hear from you, all your feedback, all your ideas about this weekend and about Reach generally. So literally, as you just go out the door here, you'll see a little area where they're going to encourage you to put things on the wall, speak to the team, and things like that. So do have a chat. This is your amazing community, so we want you to make the most of it, so please let them know. Now also, if for the gala dinner tonight, if you want to sit with certain people, or for that matter, if you want to avoid certain people, please let Sabrina know. I think she's probably outside, but she is the only person wearing an orange Reach t-shirt. All the other volunteers are wearing blue t-shirts. If you see someone with an orange one, stop her and tell her where you'd like to sit, who you'd like to sit with, and start making all of that. So feel free to let her know what you want and so on with all of that as well. Now, also, we've got something very special this time as well. We have Josh, who sat over there in the corner very quietly. He is an illustrator, and he's going to be creating an illustration that we will reveal behind us at different stages during the day. And he's going to be summing up the atmosphere of the day, some of the speakers. You didn't know that, did you? There's going to be some great visuals that we'll share with you throughout the day. So have a look out for that as well. So please don't decide that this is going to be the day that you do your streak or something, because he just might capture it if you're not careful. Please do see all of our wonderful exhibitors outside. I know some of you have been chatting to them already. We're going to introduce them later on stage so you know who they are. But please, during the coffee breaks and things like that, do pop outside and see them, because they do an amazing job as well. Now, we've also got a huge amount of learning today, loads of great things, so I don't want to take up too much time with our housekeeping, but one of the things we're going to do is involve you with different polls and different subjects, questions that you might have for our contributors. So we're using, some of you will be familiar with it, called Slido. Now, Slido, you can see up there behind me, is a QR code. You can do it now. Actually, just go on there now, because we're going to do a little test to see how it works. And on Slido, it's a great way for you to, shall I stand out of the way so you can actually do it? So if you just scan that QR code, and then we're going to ask you some questions just to see how it goes, and you'll get the idea. And we might use this later on as well. If some of our speakers want you to get involved or ask questions, this will be a great way to do it. And of course, if you're not one of those people to put your hand up and say, please, me, then this way you can do it. I'm in the way again, sorry about that. There you go. So just go on there. Alternatively, if you don't want to scan the QR code, you can go on to slido.com and then just put in that code. Okay? So we're going to ask you a couple of questions and see how this all works. Okay, we're good? So the first question we're going to ask you is, how many times have you been to one of these Reach family weekends? So is this your first? Is this your second or third? Is it your fourth to eighth? Or have you been to 9 or more? Okay, so just pop that in so we can see who's who. So this is a live thing, so we can see how many have been. Our first 25% of you, very first time. That's absolutely brilliant. Look at the stalwarts, 9 plus 5%. 2 to 3 is the most at the moment. Brilliant. So We'll hold that up there for the moment. You can see up in the top corner, you can see how many people have contributed. So we've got about 89 so far. But given the fact that a quarter of you are brand new, first time you've ever been to one of our weekends, can we give them a huge warm welcome to every single one of them? Thank you. Brilliant. One of the things I really love about this charity is that we have new people coming in every single year, new families. You saw the video at the very beginning. How wonderful to be able to welcome new families into the bigger family of Reach. So, and what's even nicer is when you see people staying so long as well, that people just stick around. It's part of their family. And I want to pay particular tribute to our teenagers and youngsters who still stick around and help with the really young ones. That is so inspiring to see and to share your knowledge and to share your experiences with them. I know that they all look up to you. And what's lovely is the charity has been in existence so long that actually we see people go through every single stage and then come back and be inspired by a whole new generation. So thank you to all of you. Can we give them a huge cheer to all those who keep coming back? It's absolutely great.